So far, the inequalities that we've been solving have been rather simple one-step inequalities. We're going to go into multi-step inequalities now, and actually put a little bit more to it. So let's start off with A, example A, which is y over -6 plus 7 is less than 9. So we want to work backwards from PEMDAS, meaning that we want to do addition or subtraction first. So right now on the right side, on the left side it's adding 7, so we're going to subtract 7 from both sides, and we're going to get y divided by -6 is less than 2. Okay, so -6 is dividing right now. We're going to go ahead and multiply by -6, multiply by -6, and we're going to get y -12. Remember that when we multiply or divide by a negative number, we're going to change the direction of that inequality. So we get y is greater than -12. Number line goes 0 here. I'm just going to go -12 here. We're going to go open circle, and we're going to go to the right. Okay. Let's look at B, which is 2v minus 4 is greater than or equal to 8. So once again, we're going to start working backwards from PEMDAS. So we're going to go +4 and +4. And we're going to get 2v is greater than or equal to 12. Anytime you have a number next to a variable, it's multiplying that variable by that number. So we're going to divide both sides of the equal sign by 2. It was a +2, so we don't have to worry about changing the inequality direction. Greater than or equal to 6. Number line 0, 5, 6. We're going to use a closed circle here, and the x values are greater going to the right. Alright, so those were pretty simple ones that had just real basic. Variables were only on one side. Example 2 we're going to do has variables on both sides of the inequality. So just like we did with equals, we're going to take variables to one side, constants or numbers to the other side. Now I could take my variables to the right side of the inequality or the left side of the inequality, but just looking at the structure of this one, I can see that I want to move my inequality or my variables to the left side, because if I move the 6 over to the right side, it would cause it to be negative. Then I would have to worry about dividing by a negative number later on. So we're going to do this all in one row. We're going to subtract 2x from both sides, and we're going to add 5 to both sides. Okay, so 6x minus 2x is going to be 4x. 5 and -5 is 0. 2x minus 2x is 0. And 5 plus 11 is 16. +4 we're going to divide by, and we're going to get x is less than 4. Put that on a number line. We're going to go open circle and less to the left. All right. Coming down here, we got a couple of special situations that we're going to look at. First off, A, we have 8b minus 3 is greater than 4 times 2b plus 3. So we're going to go ahead and distribute the right side. We get 8b minus 3 is greater than 8b plus 3. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to go all the way across. We're going to subtract 8b from both sides. And we're going to add 3 to both sides. Everything on the left side cancels, becomes 0. The b's cancel on the right side, and we get 6. So obviously 0 is not greater than 6. So that strikes out. That's a no solution. Looking at the second problem, we've got 2 times 5w minus 1 is less than or equal to 7 plus 10w. Go ahead and distribute the left side. We're going to get 10w minus 2 is less than or equal to 7 plus 10w. We're going to subtract 10w from both sides. We're going to add 2 to both sides. We're going to get 0 is less than or equal to 9. Now, because our variables are all gone and we end up with a true statement, 0 is less than or equal to 9. That's an identity or many solutions or infinite solutions. We're going to go infinite solutions.